So, it is me, Tokkuri Yashi, your Pounty friend. How is everybody doing? I hope you are well. And we are back for another video today looking at Summer Karyl, who is, as I'm sure you're aware, one of the 4 girls that you can get on this summer returning banner that we have been given. She is available here for the first time on a dedicated banner for global refugees and people who have recently started a JP account on the JP server. So we will have a little look at her to see where she fits in the meta. Now we are all playing on JP and not on the global server. I would say that Karyl is the second most valuable unit on this banner. Some people might argue that it's Pekarine, but I'll go over the details and then I will say why I think Karyl pips Pekarine as in terms of value. So, first we have got Karyl's Union Burst, which is Raging Floater. And it's an inflatable floater. Yeah, we've all been there. It deals large magical damage to the foremost enemy. Now Karyl does have a 6-star, so when she is ascended to 6 stars, this Union Burst also gets buffed and improved. It becomes the Summer Full Floater, and then it will deal large magical damage to the foremost enemy. There is no increase in the damage on that first attack, but it will also now inflict a small decrease to the target's magical defense of a value of 84 when she's maxed out for 18 seconds. If the target is already suffering from a magical defense down status, then it will deal an additional magic damage of about 0.65 times the original damage. So that's about 65% of the original damage on top extra. So a bit of a buff there, but the opponent needs to be in magical defense down to get the extra damage. But as you may see later, that's probably not going to be too much of a problem. Karyl has a skill 1, Water Bullet, which deals medium magical damage to the foremost enemy. She also has a unique equipment, the Summer Cat Ring Float, which she will throw at you when you go and visit her, because that's what she's like, which increases Karyl's magical crit rate and magical attack if you level up the unique equipment, but it also buffs this skill 1 to Water Bullet Plus, which then deals large magical damage to the nearest enemy, which is damage is increased by about 1.5 times what the original damage was without the unique equipment, and it reduces magical defense of the target for 12 seconds by a value of 167 when she's fully maxed out, which is a higher value than on her Union Burst. Now, if we have a little look at her loop pattern, you will see it's it's quite a normal loop pattern. There's nothing particularly strange here, but you shall see that main 2 and main 1, skill 1 and skill 2 are all fired off quite regularly. So it is very likely that she has, before she Union Bursts, debuffed the opponent's magical defense, so she will have a high chance of actually getting that additional damage on her Union Burst, because all of her skills, and we will go and have a look at skill 2 right here, also lowers magical defense of the target that is hit. So as long as she is targeting the same enemy, they should be in magical defense down status, which is very good for a Union Burst. So the skill 2 Spiral Wave deals small magical damage to the nearest target and reduces their magical defense for 12 seconds. Now it's very similar to the skill 1. The difference between the two is skill 2 has an even bigger magical defense down, which is rated at 223 when she's maxed out, and the damage is less. So the skill 1 is more damaging, the skill 2 is better for magical defense down. But they all work together to make sure that a Union Burst doing that extra damage. And her EX skill, Hydro Ring, has a medium increase to magical attack, and at 5 stars or higher, because she has a 6 star, it will greatly raise her magical attack. So there we go. That is a look through at Summer Karyl. Why would I say she is the second most valuable unit on the banner? Because I feel as though there are less characters in the game that have such a focus on magical defense down. She is still, in my opinion, if you just look at it solely at magical defense down, one of the best units in the game still for that. There are other units that do it. The only character that I could find that had a larger magical defense down debuff on a single attack was Summer Kasumi. She's not ranked that highly anymore. The other competitors that she has, I mean, you've got Prefest Komare and Ranfa. Maybe you could say Neneka too, but hey, defense down is on multiple targets, not just a single target. There's 6-star Nanika that's got a decent magical defense down on there as well. But there are not that many options. There are better options though. That's the thing. There are better options than Karyl when you add other things in like damage and other utility, which is why she maybe doesn't see as much use. But I think she will be very valuable for people who don't have maybe very good luck on pre-first banners. I'm talking about myself here, who haven't got Ralpha, haven't got Komare, haven't got Bisora, has got a magical defense down too, but it's not as big as what Karyl is doing. This is why I think Karyl is still valuable, maybe in certain segments, especially if you have a smaller box. Well, there we go. That was Karyl, and we will talk about Pecorine in the next video, why she's valuable. But the thing is, I think there are more characters out there that do AoE physical damage, which is why Karyl here, I think, is a little more valuable. So we'll go and have a look over Pecorine in the next video in more detail. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. I am Tokkuri Yashi, your pouchy friend, and I will see you all again for another video. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.